Vincenzo Italiano has taken Bologna to unexpected heights this season. Known for his wild and high-risk tactical approach, Italiano has transformed Bologna into a well-drilled, fearless unit that's firmly in the race for a top 4 finish. Week after week, they've gone toe-to-toe with Italy's elites, playing some of the most attractive and effective football in the league. This is how you can replicate Bologna's tactics in FC25. On paper, Italiano has consistently looked to set up his side in a 4-2-3-1, but the reality on the pitch remains far more fluid and dynamic. Through intelligent player rotations and positional interchanges, the team frequently morphs into a 3-2-4-1 shape during matches. And this transformation is key into how Bologna create numerical overloads, especially in the advanced areas to help the side maintain its relentless attacking pressure. This structure allows for wide and central combinations, while keeping multiple players positioned high up the pitch, not only to stretch the opposition's defensive line, but also to win the ball back quickly through counter pressing. The manager's emphasis on structured chaos means that the system will look very wild at times, but it's important to note that every movement has a purpose, and the end result is a side that suffocates their opponents with tactical superiority and intensity. The team's build-up style should be set to counter, and that stems from the way that Bologna constructs their attacks from the deeper spaces. Under Vincenzo Italiano, the approach is deliberate. Outfield players push high up the pitch, while the goalkeeper and centre-backs engage in short passing sequences from the back. The goal is to bait the opposition into pressing, in turn opening up spaces higher up the field that Bologna can exploit. While the initial passes are often short and composed, the manager also encourages variation. The team is just as capable of playing incisive long balls into space, specifically for runners to break beyond the defensive line. And this dual threat keeps the opposition guessing, as the goalkeeper has been granted the license to go long from the restarts, especially if he can spot the possibility of bypassing the opposition's press and launching a quick transition attack. A key aspect to their offensive structure is their heavy emphasis on wide play. Bologna often target the flanks as their main avenue of attack, constantly looking to create overloads through sharp rotations involving the wingers, midfielders, and occasionally even the wingbacks. The rotational play and positional fluidity is also a key element to the way that Bologna play, as their centre-backs can even move into the midfield to assist in the build-up play. It's this controlled chaos where you see the team looking to balance out their patient build-up play with explosive transitions, and that in itself is what really defines Italiano's Bologna system. As for the defensive approach, it should be set to aggressive, as Vincenzo Italiano demands commitment to his gegenpressing system. The team are relentless without the ball, looking to suffocate opponents with a high press and a compact shape designed to trap teams in their own half. The moment possession is lost, the players will look to swarm the ball carrier, with the aim of looking to create a turnover and launch a quick counter-attack. And this high-risk approach does have its vulnerabilities, as Bologna this season have been caught out on a few occasions by the team looking to press high up the field. However, if executed correctly, the rewards are game-changing. When executed correctly, Bologna's press disrupts the build-up play, cuts off passing lanes, and forces the opposition into rushed, inaccurate long balls. This is where the centre-backs play a key role, reading the flight of the ball, winning the aerial duels, and immediately recycling possession to restart the attacking sequence. The front line plays a crucial role in triggering the press, with the forwards tasked with setting the tone by pressing the centre-backs and forcing the ball towards the touchline. This team tends to defend with purpose, coordination, and energy, and their aggressive defensive structure is just as vital to their attacking identity as their possession play. Lucas Skorupski will be set to a traditional goalkeeper role with a balanced focus, serving as a reliable presence between the sticks for Italiano's Bologna side. The Polish shot stopper is excellent at neutralizing the opposition threats, whether it's pulling off crucial saves or commanding his box to claim crosses and cut out aerial deliveries. Skorupski also plays a vital role in the build-up. In the first phase of possession, he often looks to distribute short passes into the centre-backs or deeper midfielders, and this will help to initiate Bologna's patient progression up the field. However, he's more than capable of launching long balls into space, especially when the team has drawn the opposition press high up the pitch. His decision-making and distribution offers Bologna both control and flexibility, depending on the situation and the pressure applied by the opponents. Positioned just in front of Skorupski is Lukumi and Bukima, who will both be assigned the role of ball-playing defenders with a build-up focus. These two form the foundation for the side's progression from deep, as they'll constantly be involved in the attacking phases, while Italiano also requires them to have composure when under pressure. Lukumi and Bukima are both comfortable at receiving short passes from the goalkeeper and recycling possession across the back line to shift the opposition's press. But beyond their composure in rotating play, they also have the confidence and technical ability to drive forward into midfield, breaking lines either with direct dribbles or incisive vertical passes that split the opposition's block. Their roles aren't confined to staying deep, as the manager encourages them to step into midfield when the space allows for it, as this will create overloads and offer Bologna an extra man in central spaces. The two centre-backs' ability to operate in multiple zones on the pitch makes them invaluable to Italiano's overall tactical system, as they're not seen as just defenders in the side, but also as initiators initiators of the play who set the rhythm for the team. The two fullbacks in Bologna's setup are Miranda, operating as a support wingback, and Calabria, who takes on a more specialized role as a balanced falseback, both of which have distinct responsibilities in the team's dynamic build-up play, as well as fluid positional structure. Miranda on the left provides width and attacking support in the final third. Spaniard oftentimes has forward runs either to overlap the winger and stretch the defensive line, or underlap into the half space, where he'll look to link up with the midfielders. His technical quality allows him to drift into the midfield seamlessly when required, offering composure in tight areas and the ability to maintain passing sequences. When positioned wide, Miranda is a constant threat, whipping in dangerous crosses and playing smart cutbacks to create goal-scoring chances. On the opposite flank, Calabria functions as an inverted fullback, tucking inside to support the pivot in the central zones during possession phases. This role allows Bologna to create a numerical advantage in the midfield, helping to control the tempo and dictate the play through the middle. Calabria's intelligence in positioning and movement means he can contribute to the progression of play centrally, while still being capable of drifting wide and delivering accurate crosses from deeper or advanced wide right positions when needed. Together, these fullbacks provide a tactical contrast that enhances Bologna's attacking flexibility. The pivot pairing of Freuler and Ferguson is absolutely central to the team's functionality and structure. Freuler is assigned the role of centre half, operating almost like a third central defender when in possession, while Ferguson is deployed as a build-up deep-lying playmaker, and together they form the heartbeat of the side. Freuler's job revolves around control and cover. In possession, he frequently drops into the space between the two central defenders, forming a back three that aids Bologna's ability to build from the back, whilst also providing protection against potential transitions. The deeper position creates better passing angles for the defenders and goalkeeper, allowing the team to draw in the opposition's pressure and play through it successfully. When the time is right, Freuler can step forward with the ball, helping to form central overloads and offering vertical progression through line-breaking passes. Now, Ferguson complements him perfectly in the pivots, while he too can also look to drop deep and help assist in the first phase of the build-up. His movement is far more fluid and adaptive. The Scottish midfielder drifts between the lines, sometimes pushing higher up the pitch to support the attacking midfielders, and other times rotating out wide to support the overloads with the fullbacks and wingers. Ferguson is especially important when it comes to dictating the rhythm of Bologna's play. His passing range and vision allow him to pick out teammates between the lines or in behind, making him a constant danger when in possession of the ball, as he's a key driver to Italiano's expansive, aggressive attacking sequences. Operating on the left is Dominguez, who will be deployed as an inside forward. His profile is built on pace and clever off-the-ball movements, which is tailor-made for a role that demands aggressive diagonal runs into central areas. As he tucks inside, Dominguez creates numerical advantages around the striker and the attacking midfielders, often combining with the number 10 or making darting runs into the box to finish off moves. His central incursions simultaneously look to drag the opposition fullback inside, which opens up the wide lane for the advancing Miranda, who will look to either overlap or underlap depending on the positioning of the winger. And this fluid positioning between Dominguez and Miranda always ensures that Bologna have one player in the half space and the other player on the touchline, and this ensures that the team maintains its attacking width while still having a presence in the half space. Dominguez is also adept at scoring low cutbacks from the byline, and his vertical bursts in behind are key to stretching the opposition's lines. On the right, Orsolini plays a more technical role, as he will be deployed as an attacking wide playmaker. The Italian winger is often the architect of Bologna's attacking rhythm on that side of the pitch, where he'll look to float between the wide zones and half spaces, linking up with the central midfielders and the right back, and often dictating the tempo of the moves in the final third. Orsolini's ability to deliver quality crosses, either early or from deep, is a major weapon for the team, but beyond that, he frequently drifts inside to act as a secondary playmaker, combining with the number 10 or striker to unlock the tight spaces in the opposition's defense. His intelligent positioning allows Bologna to create overloads on the right, and when the ball is recycled to him in the wide areas, he's capable of delivering precise balls into the danger zone or threading passes into runners attacking the box. Together, Dominguez and Orsolini form the wide pillars for Italiano's tactical identity, as they are aggressive, creative, and always looking to rotate with their teammates to unsettle the opposition's defense. At the center of Bologna's attacking midfield sits Odgaard, the designated build-up playmaker operating in the number 10 position. The Dane's presence in this position brings balance, fluidity, and technical sharpness to the manager's system, especially when it comes to bridging the deeper midfield phases to the attacking third. Odgaard's primary task is to drop into the deeper pockets of space, especially between the opposition's midfield and defensive lines. By doing so, he becomes a central figure in inviting pressure and drawing the opponents out of their shape, which is a key principle to Bologna's style of play, luring in the press and then exploiting the gaps that it leaves behind. His movements into these deeper areas also helps create passing triangles and enhances the team's ability to rotate the ball, often linking up with the pivots or the wide players rotating into the half spaces. In the final third, the attacking midfielder's influence only grows, as he's capable of executing defense-splitting passes, threading balls into the feet of Dominguez or Orsolini, or the striker making runs in behind. He's not only just a provider, but he too can also look to make runs into the central zones and finish off attacking sequences. The Danish midfielder's ability to read the game, make himself available between the lines, and remain composed in tight spaces makes him a consistent threat expert in attacking transitions and sustained possession. Odegaard's intelligence, vision, and ability to both initiate and conclude attacking patterns make him the central engine to Italiano's creative force. And finally, spearheading the attack is Castro, who is deployed as an attacking poacher, a role tailor-made for his instinctive movements and goal-hungry nature. His vertical runs in behind are crucial to stretching the opposition's defensive line. These movements don't just create opportunities for himself, but they do play a fundamental role in disrupting the opposition's defensive structure, as they can often look to open up pockets of space for Odegaard or Cellini or Dominguez or maybe even Ferguson to rotate into those zones and add to the attacking foundations. And with the striker looking to pull the opposition defenders out wide or into the deeper areas, it can open up precious space for this team to attack. In transition, Castro acts as the focal point of the counter-attack. His acceleration and awareness allow him to peel off the defenders and get into advantageous positions, often being the first to latch onto long passes or quick through balls. He is relentless in pressing and intelligent in positioning, making him a constant threat when Bologna don't have the ball. Inside the penalty box, Castro comes to life, with a sharp off-the-ball movements, constantly adjusting to create space for cutbacks and deliveries from wide. Whether it's a driven ball across the face of goal from Orsolini or a lofted cross from Miranda, Castro has the awareness to attack the right spaces and finish clinically. But what sets him apart is he's more than just a finisher. The striker also understands when to drop deep to help link the play, executing layoff passes to onrushing midfielders, or slipping teammates through on goal for better scoring positions. And his ability to combine with those around him adds another layer of unpredictability to Bologna's attacking play. The captain of Bologna is Lewis Ferguson, a key leader on and off the pitch, whose influence has been central to Vincenzo Italiano's dynamic setup. In his absence, the armband typically passes on to one of Freuler or Orsolini, two senior figures in the squad who play pivotal roles in dictating the team's tempo and discipline. The set-piece responsibilities are shared amongst the leaders as well, with Orsolini being the designated free-kick specialist. Penalties, meanwhile, have been rotated between Ferguson and Orsolini, depending on who's on the pitch. When it comes to corners, Italiano's system is well rehearsed, as Bukima is the primary aerial threat, often positioned centrally to challenge for direct headers, while Lukumi looks to make the near post runs to either flick the ball on or disrupt the marking structure, while Castro is deployed at the far post, ready to capitalize on any second ball opportunities or deflections. And that is how you can replicate Vincenzo Italiano's Bologna tactics for FC25. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind smashing that like button down below, whilst also subscribing if you are new and you like the overall content on the channel. Now, for those of you who would be interested in some extra content, it is going to be paid for content, but recently I have started the Brom Squad Gaming Patreon server, or the Brom Squad Gaming Patreon. I don't know what you call it, but I have started that, and I've already uploaded 3 videos, and this week's video is going to be a banger. So if you are interested in something like that, be sure to check it out. The link for that will be down below in the description. And whilst you are there, I would encourage you to join up with the Brom Squad Gaming Discord server. That is also another thing that is, of course, for free. You can join up with that and engage with multiple people in footballing conversations, as well as me. And we're always on there chatting about something that's happening, whether it's Anthony potentially going to Real Betis for a confirmed, or hopefully confirmed, 40 million or something along those lines, real life football chats, as well as FC25, and in the future it'll be FC26 and so on. So there is that too, and of course that is for free. Anyways, I'm done talking. I've been talking a lot. I hope you guys have a smashing goddamn day. I'm out of here. Peace.